Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jonathan, and this is how I see it with Jonathan. If you join me for the very first time, please do well to like, to comment, share, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, so we're taking a cue from where we left off in the last video. So we started a series, Sex in the Home. In case you've not seen that video, just feel free to just go to our vlog and check. I'll also leave the link so you could also download and watch. Right, so last time we spoke about sexual compatibility. So today we're looking at something totally different, something I believe you and I should know, especially if you are married. Now, so I'm looking at the different kind of sexual relationship in the home. Now, one of the issues people have while approaching marriage is that they are not thoroughly taught or trained, especially when it has to do with the sexual education. And this is why I discovered that many couples in their marriage are just managing their sexual life. Their sex life is just on an average level. They just take it as it comes. Right, so but what I want to do with this video, the essence of this video, is to help us improve our sexual life. Right, so today I want to discuss the various kind of sexual relationship you have in your marriage or in the home. The first one is what I would call pleasurable sex. Yeah, pleasurable sex. Now, you see, someone asked me a question one time. He asked, what's the difference between having sex and making love? Is this the same, sex and love? Now, you should understand this. Making love is a kind of having sex. Definitely, when you make love, you have sex, right? But what makes making love different is the pleasure that comes with it, right? So, pleasurable sex, I would rather also define it as making love, right? So this is where yourself and your partner, you ensure to go all the way, making sure you have pleasure, you derive pleasure in that intercourse. It's not just the adventure of you just the sex. No, the goal is to derive pleasure in its actual sense, satisfaction, sexual satisfaction, right? So whatever you guys would want to do to ensure that goal is met, you do. Some couples could go to the extent of probably taking a break from the home. They lodge an hotel or somewhere, right, and they just take a break just to have a good time, right? This is fun. This ought to be fun, right? So the same time you are having fun, the same time you are being satisfied, right? So that is what one of the form of sexual relationship we have in the home. One other form of sexual relationship we have in the home is dutiful sex. Now this is a bit I won't say a bit, not controversial per se, but this kind of sex is the kind of sex I discover in the home people are not too pleased with, especially the women. I discovered that it's easy for a woman to get tired and not want to have sex. Now, when the woman comes back from work, she's extremely tired. Obviously, her body is shut down, or whenever she's having probably certain emotional trauma or disturbances, she doesn't want to have sex. Why? Because she attaches sex to emotions. Now this is the place of dutiful sex. You must understand that as far as the marriage is concerned, you, the man or the woman, you have a duty to your partner to ensure that they are sexually satisfied. There is no reason why your partner should be married to you and be starving from sex, right? So if you don't play your role as far as sexual satisfaction is concerned, you are kind of what I call sexual fraud, sex fraud. Right? When we see this in various marriages, sex fraud happening every now and then. Why? Because probably one of the partner is denying the other one because of probably certain genuine reasons. Now one thing about dutiful sex is that your reason for not wanting to have sex may be genuine, but you must learn to sacrifice. You cannot have dutiful sex if you don't learn to sacrifice. That is where probably you came back from work at very, very late and your partner is probably very horny. What do you do at that point in time? You learn to sacrifice. And you must also ensure when you are carrying out dutiful sex, you are actively participating. So you don't look like a dead body, like you are just there. And no, it's bad. It's bad. So please, it takes the one who can sacrifice to carry out this kind of sex. The other form of sex is what I call the quickies. Now, obviously, everybody know the quickies. Okay? If you don't know the quickie, I don't know, right? But quickie now, you know what quickie is, right? So this is the kind of sex we find in home where it's like the sharp. You know, as if you want to take I wouldn't call it junk. they call it a fast food. Yeah, probably on your way out to work, and just 1 minute, 2 minutes, you bang, 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 and you're off. Right. So you see this kind of sex happen in the home. See, I want to make us understand something. As far as sex in the home is concerned, not every sexual encounter will be as though you are making love. Now, you see, making love goes beyond just pleasurable sex. You must understand that. Making love is you having sex with someone you love, with your emotions and your will and your desires attached to it, no matter how long it may be. Do you understand? But now, what's about this quickie is that it's as if you're making love, but at a very short span, right? So, short span, sorry. So, what I'm saying basically is quickie is a form of sex you have in marriage. 2 minutes, 1 minute, he just comes back from work, or he's about going or something. 1 minute, 2 minutes, you find this kind of sex in marriage. So it's the better for you, and the quicker you embrace this, the better for you. Okay. The other form of sex I see in marriage is the exciting sex. Yeah, this one is so sweet. When I say sweet, I'm not saying as if I'm no. I feel like whatever you want to say, right? But when I say the exciting sex now, right? Okay, and I don't know. I'm being very cautious. I just said something I shouldn't have said. Okay, when I say this one is so sweet, and like, okay, please, those of you watching, please don't come to my comment box and start asking me funny questions. Alright, just watch your video, be educated, and leave it as it is. Thank you. Okay, back to what we're saying. Okay, that was the lighter note, right? So the exciting sex is the form of sex whereby it is, this kind of sex it's a crazy form of sex, right? Now it takes a couple, or it takes couples who are fun, couples who are sporadic, couples who are creative to have this kind of sex. Now this is the kind of sex whereby you try everything and anything. It's the kind of sex whereby you take her in the bedroom, or you take him in the bedroom, you are having sex, you in the kitchen, you're having sex, in the parlor, you're having sex, you are trying this style from the front, from the back, from the ear, from the up, from the down, every, just for excitement. Now, so you have to be, crazy. Like when I say crazy now, in a good way now, right? So I'm saying that you have to give room for this kind of sex in your home. Don't just be the kind of couple whereby uncle just lies down, madam self lies down, and you do. Oh, come on. That sex life is so boring, trust me. Like, so once in a while, you let this exciting sex, you can plan it. We want to have exciting sex today, different kind of styles. Just try to engage yourselves in the bathroom and try to have fun, because at the end of the day, sex is like food, and you should learn to cook different kind of food. If you get tired of eating eba for the Nigerian people watching me, right? Eba and pieces of every day, you always want to change. Maybe today, right? The same thing with sex. Try something different, something new, something creative. This is how to keep your sex life in your home alive. Now, another form of sex we see in the home is what I call the experimental sex. No, this one came to me in the form of revelation, right? Now, one thing about experimental sex is the goal is for experiment. Now, in having sex, one of the reasons why frictions happen during sex is that people don't understand themselves. They don't know their partner's body, right? So they are doing it the wrong way, and they don't maximize sex as what sex should be. And one way for you to maximize sex, because for you to get to the place of exciting sex, you must have gone through experimental sex. Experimental sex is where you and your partner agree to experiment on your body within the confinement of your agreement. This is where you try to study your partner's body. This is where you can take hours having this kind of sex. This is where you do this, you touch here, you do it like this, you do it like this, and you are getting feedbacks. In doing this experimental sex, you understand your partner's body so very well, whereby when you want to have other forms of sex, it is so easy. People find it hard to hit orgasm during sex. Why? Because they don't know their partner's body. It is in the place of experimental sex you get to learn and understand your partner's body. So you should also learn to Embrace experimental sex in your home. It goes a long way. You could just take a break. If you are married, you could just probably just take a 1 or 2 week break, you and your husband or your wife, and you lodge somewhere, and you put this part of your routine, your schedule for the day, and have fun. Trust me, life is one, and trust me, sex was given for you to enjoy it. So what then is the essence if all you do is just the linear stereotype form of sex? Okay, the last form of sex, obviously everybody will want to know about this one, is sex for sexual for reproduction purpose, right? Sex for reproduction purpose. This is where you seek to have sex with the motive or the goal of reproduction, to have children, right? And but in having this kind of sex, it has to do with certain timing and season. For the woman, you must ensure that she's in her ovulation period, right? Because it is when she's in her ovulation period that it's easier for the woman to conceive. So this form of sex, you might want to do it in a pleasurable way, but the motive behind this is we want to have children. So you should target the menstrual cycle of the woman and ensure that when she's ovulating, this is when you ask. And as for the man also, at this point in time, you could start taking certain herbal products that has NAFDAC backing, for those in Nigeria, that the government backs, right? You start taking these products to flush your system. Probably you have so much sugar in your system, or you have certain things in your system that could, make your sperm watery or something, right? You could just start maybe 2-3 months before then. You start treating yourself about while your lady also do the same thing, so that when it's time for you to have children, it is easy. So guys, this is where I'm going to stop today. For me, I'm just having fun. Like, I'm sincerely enjoying myself, right? Because at the end of the day, we're just discussing sex in the home. I don't know if you found it, you find this video interesting or something you'd want to share. Why don't you just take the time, share it with your friends, with your family, share it to that couple that have been complaining about their sex life. You never can tell who you'll be helping. This is how I say to Jonathan. Until we meet again, stay blessed.